Today I'm going to teach you about how can we create a Python decorator. A Python decorator that will counter the execution time of a function, that how much time is required for a function to be executed. So we can counter that time by using a Python decorator, and we will write a code for it, live code. And I will teach you about the code, that how many parameters and how that decorator can be made to counter the execution time of a function. So here we go and create to open a VS Code. Here is my VS Code, and I have activated my virtual environment. So I will write code here in main.py. Remove this code, import time. Now I have to make a function like Timeit, and this is the proper name for this decorator, because we often call by the interviewer that create a function name Timeit, which will counter the execution time of any Python function if we give any function to that decorator, so that it return the time taken by that function while executing. So here we have created a function Timeit. Now we will give it a parameter as a function, because we will be going to give uh, any function to that function we created like Timeit. So now here I have to create def referral. I will create another function inside this, a nested function, which is referral. Now we have to give it arguments to this. So this is arguments, and this is the keyword argument. Now we have to counter the start time. So I will write the start time is equal to time. This will give us the exact time running now. So we have to store the result. I will make another variable which will uh, counter the function given by us. So this will also take the keyword arguments. Now we have to counter the in time. This is the in time, time, which will now again store the current time. So now we have to calculate the execution time. We will write the code like execution time is equal to in time minus start time. Start time. So this will give us the execution time of a function. Now if we want to print this, so we will print like f string the execution time for here we will print the function name like this. Now we have to print the execution time like this in f8 format, add format, sorry, and this is the time unit seconds. So now we have to return the result and also return the referral. Now we have created a Timeit decorator, which is Timeit name for this decorator, and inside this time decorator function will actually take a function. We will be giving any kind of function to this Timeit decorator. Now we have created another nested function which is called wrapper. This takes arguments and keyword arguments. Also, we have created a variable start time which will counter the exact running time right now, and the result will be printed here. Function, we call that function we have given to Timeit function. So if this function is running here, so it will take some time, Now we have stored the start time and the end time. Now if we want to counter the execution time, so we will subtract the end time from the start time, and will print the function name and the execution time in seconds format, add a format, and return the result, and also return the wrapper function. So now if I have to use the decorator, we use decorators with add the red time it. This time it is our function. We can name it any name, like you can write here div programmer, any name you can give to this decorator, but we have given the name time it to this decorator. Now if I create a function which will let's suppose some function, we name it some function, and this function is going to print function execution, function executed. Now if I have to call this function some function and run the code, so this function is given to this time decorator, and this time decorator will call the function here, which will take some time, and we have to pointer, we have to counter the execution time of this result variable function, which will be taking this and will return the result to us, and this result will be printed here. So if we print this function, it will give us the time. Here we can see execution time for sum function. The sum function is the name of this function. If we change this like uh, print it, and also change it here, print it, and run the code, it will it will say again like execution time per printed function takes 0.00 and some digit seconds. Like we can create a bigger function here, so that we count of the exact time, like name list. Here we have names like Khalid, YouTube, Hilal, and Zakir. Now if I have to run the for loop for this, for n in names and friend the name n. Now if I have to call this name list function, and we have given the time decorator above this, so it will counter the execution time of this function here. It takes this time, in the name of these lists are printed here, and the execution time for this name list function is 0 point something seconds. So that's all. You can create a Python decorator which will counter the execution time of a function like this. Thank you very much, and also please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for other interesting videos.